Preloaders, V.I.Preloaders, welcome back. Always nice to have you guys here with me. First timers, welcome to you as well. Welcome to Robert Simmons Paying It Forward. I'm Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant. I did a wonderful 22-year career with the NYPD. 15 of those years were spent with the motorcycle unit. On this channel, I focus on sharing my knowledge, experience, and training that I received from the NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle unit with you guys, and I emphasize slow speed motorcycle operation. That's the main focus on this channel. I also want to help you be the boss of your motorcycle. And all that means is I want you guys to feel confident riding your motorcycles at slow speeds. Remember, the boss is always confident. The boss knows what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And that's what I want to help you do as it pertains to riding your motorcycle at slow speeds. I also do product reviews on this channel. And today's going to be part 2 of a 3-part series that I'm doing on my 2021 limited CVO. It's a Custom Dynamics light upgrade series. So in case you guys didn't watch part 1, all right, I'm going to put it up here and I'm going to link it in the description section. But in that video, I discussed the rear brake light on this motorcycle that I changed. And I also added a magic strobe to it. Here's a little something concerning that light. All right, guys, so that was easy, extremely easy. 10 minutes tops that's going to take you to do that. The only thing required is a screwdriver. Take 2 screws out of the side. Take that light out, disconnect it, put the other one back in. It uses the same screws, but replaces the washers that were on the screws with its own nylon screws. Screw it in, done. And clearly you can see that from the side now, you can see that light. As a matter of fact, Alexa, turn off garage main lights. Okay, now you can see it even better, right? And that's one of the biggest differences. Yes, it's brighter. I think it looks better too. The LEDs are tighter together. I don't like them further apart. Alexa, turn on garage main lights. But I do like this way better. So just like I said concerning the rear light, which is already an LED light, all of the lights on the CVO are LED, but all LEDs are definitely not created equal. So the same pertains to the front lights, and I'm talking about the front signal lights. So in this video, in part 2 of this Custom Dynamics light upgrade on my motorcycle 2021 Limited CVO, this video we're going to be changing the front turn signals on this motorcycle, and I want you guys to see what I mean when I say all LEDs are not created equal. All right, let's do it. All right, guys, so front turn signals. They're LED, check. But what's the problem with them? Can you spot it? They're amber, right? Who wants that? What year is this? So the turn signals that we're going to be putting on are these from Custom Dynamics. Okay, these are the Genesis model front turn signals. I have the same Genesis model on my Street Glide CVO, 2019 Street Glide CVO. So I'm going to be putting the same ones on this motorcycle. And it's going to make a huge difference with the way the front of these lights look. These lights actually look good, but not next to these. So we want these to be the same color as these, right? Or at least close to it. I know for a fact that these are going to be extremely bright, so they're going to look good. And the beauty of this is when you put the signal light on, these turn amber, right? And they're way brighter than these. And I'm just gonna show you these signal lights right here. And we're gonna go over it. We're gonna do a comparison. And then we'll do the hazards. At least it's LED, right? So I'm looking at that as, hey, we're gonna throw you a bone, and we're still gonna say, not enough meat on that bone. We wanna get some meat. All right, so guys, I do want to point out that the difference between my Road King and these are the Road King had 1157 bulbs, incandescent bulbs. So that just means push in, twist, and pull out that bulb, and push in, twist the new LED light. But because these are LED lights already, it's not 1157 bulb. Now I do know this time that this is just for shipping, so you can get rid of that. And it doesn't matter which side, the wires are the same color on both sides, black, yellow, and white. And what we're gonna have to do is take the cap off of this, take that light out. We have to unplug it and then plug this one in. Now on my Street Glide, when I had to do this, I actually had to take this whole bracket off so I can get to that wire because it didn't have enough slack. We'll see what's going on with this one. Hopefully it'll be nice and easy. All right, just like the other lights, take a screwdriver, find a little indent, stick it in, twist the screwdriver, and this will come right off. And it has a smoked lens cap, but I have Custom Dynamics lens cap, also smoked. Biggest difference, Custom Dynamics, rubber going around. Harley-Davidson, no. Okay, and as you can see, we have the light right here, and you see I can't like twist this or whatever to get it off, which tells me I'm going to have to actually go into here to get to this light. All right, so guys, reading is fundamental. The instructions do say to pry this light out and use like a screwdriver to pry it out. Just go around slowly. I'm not going to use a screwdriver because I don't want to scratch anything. Although if I scratched anything, it would be around the inside of this light, which you won't see anyway because the cap goes over it. But I do have this kit that I bought, and I actually bought this kit because you don't think that the LED light thing is just a thing for me with motorcycles. It's the same way with a car, So this kit I use when I'm changing lights on a car, but you can also use it on the motorcycle because the pieces are hard plastic so they won't scratch anything. And there's a piece in here for pretty much everything. So for this one right here, for this job, I'm going to use this piece right here because it's got a narrow, so I can kind of get in here, go around, move that light out. Okay. All right. So we got the light is loose, but I can see that it's still being held in there, and I know it's being held in there by the wire. And that's the biggest thing. If I can't get to that wire, I'm going to have to take the housing off of this. And it's tight. All right, so clearly that's what I'm going to have to do, so let's do it. It can't be easy, right, guys? All right, guys, so I did have to take off this assembly, which, again, it's just two nuts that you have to take off, and it allows me to get access to the wire. There's a connection in there. However, I learned that the actual connection is on the LED bulb. So this is the Harley-Davidson LED bulb that I removed, but I wasn't able to get behind it because there wasn't enough slack in the wire. So that's why I had to open this up and kind of disconnect the other connection to give me some slack to be able to get this off. Anyway, let's look at the difference. So as I stated before, that nice white, clean look that we want, that's what we want. And again, not enough meat on that bone, right? It is an LED bulb, but it pales in comparison to this. And if we put on the signal light on the right side now with the Custom Dynamics light versus their signal light, Harley-Davidson signal light, and we'll put them on at the same time so we can have an even comparison. All right, guys, it's not even comparable. So again, not enough meat, plenty of meat, and that's what we want. And the beauty is when we cut these hazard lights off, this is going to go back to white. All right, guys, the gods have smiled upon me on this side. I was able to get that light out enough so that I can see where the tab was and put a screwdriver on it to free it. So I don't have to take all of this assembly off to get to this light. And you can see there's the wire I have to connect this to right there. Nice and easy. I love it when a plan comes together. So we'll twirl that so we can twirl the wire back in there. And this light is actually surrounded by rubber. And then you add on to that the fact that the lens cap is surrounded by rubber. Make sure that the words are on the bottom. Snap it in. Done. All right, so now let's look at the lights together, on at the same time, I should say. Much, much better. All right, Violet, welcome to the 21st century. Okay, everything's working, looking good, nice and bright. And guys, when I looked at, just now when I looked at the lights while they're signaling, it actually blinded me a little bit. That's what you want, right? That's what you want. I can tell you one thing, those other lights weren't blinding me. Okay, so now it tells me to do a BCM check. So that means I'm gonna put the signal lights on and then turn the motorcycle off. Whoops, wrong button. Turn the motorcycle off and let that do that for 3 to 4 minutes. So 3 to 4 minutes, I always do 4 minutes. It's 1600 hours now, 1604, I'll stop it. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it for the review of these lights and for this video. I guess it's not a surprise that I'm gonna tell you, of course, I recommend these lights. I love them. I love everything about them. Clearly, I have them on my 2019 Street Glide CVO. Now I have them on my limited CVO. And what's not to like about them? The signal lights are brighter than the lights that come with this motorcycle. And everything on the front of the motorcycle looks better now because everything is kind of the same color. So I'll say it again, all LEDs are not created equal. The LEDs that they gave us, thank you, but not enough meat on the bone. Plenty of meat on the bone now. All right, guys? All right. Again, I'm going to put a link in the description section for these lights, as well as the light that I changed on the rear of the motorcycle. That's video number 1. That's also going to be in the description section. I want to again thank Custom Dynamics for providing me with this light so that I can share it with you guys. And of course, dress up my motorcycle because they just always make the motorcycle look better. All right, guys. As I always say, you guys could be doing anything with your time, and the fact that you choose to spend a little bit of it with me, I always appreciate that. Shout out to my brothers and sisters in blue. Please be careful out there, guys. Know that you're appreciated. Special shout out to the NYPD Highway Patrol Motorcycle Unit, particularly Highway 1, because that's where I worked, and the Highway District, because that's where the motorcycle school is. That's who taught me how to ride these motorcycles the way I ride them. But it doesn't end there, guys. You have to keep practicing. It's a perishable skill. So practice, 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 preload and keep it loaded, and practice, 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 because practice breeds confidence, guys. And a confident rider is not only a safer rider, but it's a rider that's going to enjoy riding their motorcycle that much more. Riding fast is fun. I want you guys to have just as much fun riding slow. Until next time, guys.